Hey, what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and today I'm going to watch and review the latest music video from Vola. The track is called Head Mounted Sideways, and hey, if you'd like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, been a little while since I heard from Vola. Seems like they're gaining some steam. I was really impressed with the view count of this track at the time that I'm watching it too. Seems to be blowing up pretty good for a kind of lesser known group. It's got some electronic stuff going on here. Nice production value too. Heck yeah. Got that djenty kind of Periphery sound going here. Vola's an interesting band. They kind of like fuse this, but then like go even a little bit more into the progressive angle at times. I like that synth and all these electronic elements. It's nice. Very thick atmosphere. Doing a nice catchy groove too. So a little spooky sounding. Oh, interesting. Those like what's that called? Like vocoder vocals? I could be wrong. It's interesting. It's different. Something you hear in like pop music, but with the metal, it's kind of cool. There's a very industrialized feel to everything here. The video too. I got some like AI kind of themes going on here, maybe. Nice little catchy, clean singing chorus. A little bit of like Tesseract vibes too. You could probably group them in here too with the FFO. It's interesting how like most bands would do like the heavy, harsh vocal verse and then the clean singing chorus, but here they did the like vocoder verse with the clean. So technically it's all cleans right now. Very nice Meshuggah groove to that part. This part reminds me a little bit of Textures. Ooh, that bass is nice. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear that too. The bass on here is really nice. Honestly, bass kind of taking the lead with sort of the main like groove and melody, and then the guitar and piano just filling out the atmosphere. I like that descending synth line too. Just very well composed song. Lots of cool layers kind of coming together. I feel like this is a song you could listen to many times and kind of pick out new things each time. Yeah, just really nice progressive metal. Lots of just like right at the end of the year, true to form, I suppose this happens a lot, just like right at the end of the year, people be dropping some stuff out of nowhere that I wasn't expecting. Sometimes it throws off my year-end list. You shake my fist at you. But hopefully, Vola, you won't drop an album until next year, because I got no more space. Everything's locked in at this point. This little instrumental. Got some like strings going on here too, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like this is a big step up from their previous material, too. Be interested to hear more. Lots of great progress here. Lots of potential, too. I can see why this is getting the view count it is. It's just from the band's account, too. Like, normally this type of view count I'd expect from somebody putting up something on, like, a congregate site like Slam Worldwide or from the label's site. Looking at this right now, though, it has like almost 24,000 views in like 24 hours just from the band's YouTube. So that's pretty. Those are good. Doing some good numbers there. Nice little groove there. I like the interpretive dancing going along with the groove too. Kind of interesting. Nice. Ooh, nice little final kind of like little mosh pit moment here. Little slow motion mosh pit. Do some Matrix style moves. Bullet time. I'm interested in how this is going to end. I'm thinking it's going to have a nice little over and out moment, which is my personal favorite. Oh, maybe not. We're still gone. Oh, that's lovely. Is that how they're going to... Okay, yeah, defied my expectations, too. I kind of thought it was going to go one way, and I like what they did better than my idea, so excellent. That was beautiful. Loved it. So again, that was Vola with Head Mounted Sideways, and if you're not familiar with these guys, check out their previous material. It's pretty solid, but I think that they're moving in an even better direction. But turn into my scales for the review portion here. Enjoyability, that's a 10. That's a 10, baby. Start to finish. And that's, you know, great for a proggier song, a little bit more drawn out composition, but it continued to be engaging. There weren't any dull moments, kept moving along. Lots of variety, great performances too. So moving into musicianship on that note, I can give it close to a 10 on that too. It's not quite as technical. I think I'll still give it like a 9 because it's not like really just like totally blowing you out with like crazy technicality or anything particularly like amazing, but the songwriting is just tight as a drum and everybody's dropping great performances. Like I said, I really enjoyed the bass on this track in particular. Vocals were really solid, so I think a 9 is good for that. And then in terms of innovation, I'll give them like an 8 too for that. In terms of like both pushing forward their own sound and maturing, getting better, they get it for that, and then also for just kind of this track, it stands out. Like that's the key thing. A lot of tracks are great, but they don't stand out. They don't have that extra oomph that allows them to kind of stand out in a lineup of similar musicians. So I'll give them an 8 for that. So 10, 9, 8. We're looking at a 9 overall and an A- for Vola and Head Mounted Sideways. But now let me know down in the comments, what did you think of this track? How would you rate it? And hey, just stick around because I got plenty more videos coming right after this one. Not just these track reviews, but again, full album reviews, tier lists, interviews with bands on the podcast, you name it, we've got it. So plenty of reasons to stick around and subscribe, again, if you have not already. In the description, you can also find links to our social media where you can follow us, our email newsletter that I send out personally every Friday, metaltrenches.com for even more reviews and content, and our Patreon and Subscribe Star if you want to take that extra jump to becoming a full-on supporter. Even just $1 a month gets you early access to content and helps me keep this train a-rolling. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I'll see you in the trenches.